Hello out there, and welcome to the, what are we here for? I'm still kind of shaken up from that weird guy biting me outside.
UHWDNA recap.
Right, yeah, well, they came up to me out on the street because, the person that usually does this isn't here today or something, and asked me as a concerned citizen slash wrestling fan if I'd be willing to come and talk to you guys. So here we go.
We started off the show with the new International Honor Crown champion Yancey Lowe as he addressed the fans on how he accomplished what he was going to do, and that is win the title from Kieran Darkwatch. He also demanded people to respect him and that no one will take the title away from him. That's when Kieran's music hit, and out came the former champion. Kieran demanded a title rematch, invoking his rematch clause. Yancey reminded him that the UHW general manager already booked him in the match, and that Yancey was taking the night off, but will give him a chance next week if he shows up. With that, Yancey goes to Kieran, has a stare down, and leaves the arena.
As we stated earlier, Kieran was in action against Timothy that night. Timothy once again was trying to go for a contract to be part of the UHW roster. Timothy was determined more than ever to get it. Timothy pulled out all the stops against Kieran. Kieran brought it back and countered. Some of the action even went outside the ring. Both men were down and on the outside, and the referee started to count to 10. Kieran was able to get back in the ring, and the referee went outside to check on Timothy. While the referee was distracted, from the other side of the barricade, a crazed fan jumped into the ring, attacked Kieran, and immediately leaves before the referee would even come back and continue the count. Timothy made it just in time and hit his finisher on Kieran for the victory. Timothy helps Kieran up, and Elias would come down to the ramp. She would tell Timothy what happened, in which Timothy was shocked and angry. Nevertheless, she would offer him the contract, but he flat out refused, stating that he did not want to win that way, and asked to have another chance. Elias agreed and said that the match would be stopped should any type of interference would be caught by either referee or commentator.
Our next match had Erie Lauren taking on Jessie Darkwatch. Erie was accompanied to the ring by Rosalind. It was a standard match against two lovely ladies. Jessie was in control most of the match, but Erie was able to give a little bit of offense, but was not a match against a more experienced Jessie. Erie did everything she could to win the match, but one mistake cost her, gave Jessie the chance to take control. After trading some punches, Jessie would hit the migraine and get the 3 count.
Excuse me, I'm not feeling very well. The next match was literally a battle between heaven and hell, as the church boy, Vince Easterwood, took on the hellhound, Kevin Faust. This match came to be because about 3 weeks ago, Vince came to Wolfie's aid when Kevin was beating Wolfie and would not stop. Vince had all of the intervention on hand as the match began. Even before the match started, Vince would come down from the turnbuckle and Kevin attacked him right off the bat. Vince would have to use his speed and agility against Kevin. Against Kevin's brute strength. Vince was able to get Kevin off his feet a few times, but Kevin was just way too powerful. Vince would do everything he could, but it still wasn't enough. Towards the end, Kevin would give Vince the Inferno and claim the victory. Kevin wasn't finished there, though. He would try to do more harm unto Vince, but intervention would come to the aid and chase off Kevin while he had a sadistic smile on his face.
Are you going to be okay? You don't sound so good.
I'm feeling kinda, I don't know, feverish. Are you feeling okay?
Now that you mention it, not really. Anyway, Maxine would come out and call the UHW Women's Champion Anarchy Fang. Maxine was upset that Anarchy and Crimson fooled her into thinking Anarchy was in a comatose state. She demanded a match for the title. Anarchy accepted the challenge but refused to put the title on the line, stated that she only played along with the ruse because Anarchy knew that Maxine couldn't get the belt while Honey was champion. With that, the match was on. Anarchy and Maxine would take each other to the limit while Crimson was at ringside supporting her wife. Neither lady wanted to give up. Maxine focused all her anger on Anarchy to make Anarchy pay, but Anarchy was a bit stronger and knew Maxine well enough to counter anything she threw at her. When it was all said and done, Maxine tried to have the win over Anarchy, but Anarchy came back with the Warp Vortex for the win.
Will Maxine be able to get Anarchy again? Can anyone stop Kevin's path of destruction? Will Timothy finally get a UHW contract, and will Kieran be able to get Yancey and win back the IHC title? Find out these questions and more as UHW presents Havok